Daisy, Daisy, give me...
Jax and Pomni singing Daisy Bell became a viral hit, and we draw them both today in 4 different styles. But first, we're going to start out with a huge shout out to my 2 members, and that's WRF Dude and Noobs Gaming. Thank you so much, guys, for being members. It not only helps my channel out a lot, but it helps to grow the channel. So thank you once again, guys. Now let's get on to the rest of the video. Today I have a little bit of a treat for you. I have Jax and Pomni singing Daisy Bell in 4 different styles. Now you might see this crisscross applesauce going on here, and you might be thinking to yourself, what's going on? Well, because of the way the characters are situated, I wanted to make sure that everything looks nice and smooth and even, and that's why I'm only going with the 4 different styles. But let's start off with our first style, and that's going to be the cartoon effect. For those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you know that generally speaking, I like to start off with a cartoon or some type of cartoon effect. It establishes what the base colors of that we're going to be using for today are, and gives a nice visual representation of the character, or in this case, characters. In some of my more recent videos, I've noticed that a lot of you have come up with really cool suggestions, like lava, and people have really loved the radioactive effect. But let me know if there are any other effects that you'd like me to try. Regardless of how crazy or wackadoodle they might feel and look, let me know, and I will definitely give it a try. Now we're going to clean up this whole drawing with a nice beautiful outline across the whole thing, and we will just about ready to call this section complete. Now that Cartoon Pomni is complete, let's glitchify the Jax section. The glitch effect felt like a no-brainer for me. And yeah, that was like a really weird tongue twister. Try saying that like 3 times fast. To kid you not, it probably took me at least 5 takes before I can just get that little bit down correct. But the glitch effect just feels right because, well, the whole show is made by Glitch Productions. And when we think about glitch, we think about abstraction, and it's a main central theme within the show. Now, if you've ever had issues or problems drawing the glitch effect at home, here's a couple of tips that I think will help you. 1, I always like to do a double layer with my paint pens. That really helps give the colors nice and smooth. Then, wait for it to completely dry before we add any of the white over the top. You can either use a paint pen or a gel pen. Now that we've glitched Jax, let's turn him into a gummy bear. Now, you may have noticed that I spelled gummy bear, well, a little off, and that's because it's an homage to one of my favorite characters in the show, and that is Gummy Goo. He is probably, to me, one of the most influential characters that really doesn't pop back in. I think it's after episode 4 when they're in the fast food joint, but his existential crisis, and thus reflecting to Pomni's existential crisis, is incredible. It's so well done with minimalistic dialogue. You feel the emotions of those scenes, and it's just such a really cool character that they wrote in, and I really wish they would have done more with him, but he kind of fulfilled his purpose. So when we actually look at gummy bears themselves, they are very reflective, they're shiny, they're soft. So we want to encapsulate all those round, soft features and still make it look like Jax. So we're going to use paint pens, but alcohol markers for the translucence, and then the paint pens for sharp, clean lines of highlights and shadows. Now that Jax has been transformed into a gummy bear, let's finish it off with the realistic side. One of the biggest problems or challenges that my community faces is how to draw things realistically. And I always say that there is no secret ingredient, that it takes time. But there is a couple of things that I really want to impress upon you to help you get better at doing realism. Is 1, study your values and your shades, but also study color theory. if something looks red, we don't want to throw black and white down to give it a three-dimensional blend. That will make it have a very plastic look or a very metallic look. If that's the style that you're going for, then by all means, keep going with it. But we want to study color, so when we do the brown here, right, we're going to add some yellows, maybe add some oranges or some reds into the brown, add some greens or some blues into the shadows, warms and cools. These will all affect colors differently, and they're very important to understand. So I really want to impress upon you the value of the color wheel and color systems and color theory. There are many different ways to go about it. There are 3 systems that you can try out. One is the old-fashioned red, yellow, blue. That'll get you all of your primary colors. That'll get you all of your fundamental colors. Then there's the 4 primary color system, which is red, blue, green, and yellow. And I know you might think green, but there's some complexity to color theory. And then there's the new one, which is cyan, magenta, and yellow. And that will actually give you a much more digital aspect to your drawings. Try all of them, research them all. There's a lot of in-depth knowledge out there about them, but it will help you definitely make your colors pop, and it will definitely help how your colors look in relation to everything else. And before we sign off, if you like the content, please do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And just like that, we are finished. Which one of these 4 styles was your favorite? Thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I shall see you all in the next video.